What's up guys, my name is Ryan45678 and welcome to a spooky ghost story about my high school's supposedly haunted locker room. I don't normally celebrate Halloween anymore, but since it is Halloween, I figured I would share this story. Now this happened about 4.5 years ago. We were having a band lock-in, which if you don't know what a lock-in is, it's basically you go somewhere, in this case our high school, for the whole night until the morning and do whatever you want basically. So that's what we did, and one of the things some of us decided to do was go investigate the locker room to see if it actually was haunted. So the first area we went to was actually more like a coach's lounge sort of area, and it had a little closet that about 10 of us squeezed ourselves into and sat down on the floor. We shut the door, tried to see if there were any ghosts. It was a little bit claustrophobic at first, as you could guess.
Yeah. Oh, stop it! That's not me, it's a ghost.
So I'm about to turn off the lights.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Try. Yeah, it's a random to hug. Go.
But once everybody settled down, we started listening. Somebody asked a few questions, seeing if there was a ghost there.
If there's a little girl in here, can you please make a knock? And everybody else in this room, please do not try to scare the people in this room. Thank you. And just please make a knock or a sound or whatever you can do from where you are. We're not here to hurt you.
And then comes the inevitable distraction.
Hola. Go right on the side. Go.
And then comes the real ghost.
Oh my god.
I didn't.
That wasn't you?
I didn't do that.
Is there somebody on the other side?
Oh my god.
You are kidding me.
I'm
No,
gonna die.
no, I swear.
You are
I
kidding
did
me.
not touch it.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I didn't touch it. I was here. I didn't touch it.
Serious? And you had no
I
absolutely.
didn't touch it.
Nah, I
You weren't
stayed
touching
the
the door
same.
at all.
I stayed the same.
Yeah, your hand was there the whole
That
time.
is ridiculous.
No.
Now I guess ghosts have a knack for opening doors when no one else is touching them. So either that's what happened or someone was screwing with us. But either way, we didn't know what happened, and it was freaking scary. And also in that room, some people noticed a distinct chill in the air.
Is it cold right here? It's cold right here, right?
What's the freezer?
Oh, yeah.
It is really. Oh my god.
Cool, that's cool.
After that, we decided to split up the group. Some people went to a different area, while me, along with a bunch of other people, decided to go to the locker room.
You pull the bottom bar all the way up, the doors will push open. Dude, locker rooms are scary.
And this is the first thing we notice when we walk in.
Oh, watch out, there's a step.
Watch out for that step.
Whoa. Alright. Hey. The water's on. Oh gosh.
It literally just turned on as we walked in here.
Just now? Or the last time?
No, just now.
Oh my god. I'm scared.
Holy shit.
Why is that on?
It literally just turned on.
So apparently the water on one of the showers is dripping on its own, which that no big deal, right? I mean, that could happen. That could just be random plumbing issues, you know. Not that big of a deal. So we sit down in a circle, and we've been there no longer than a minute or two, and then one of the girls from the other group that split off comes in, and this is what she says.
Guys, we need to leave, please. I'm not sure about this area, but the area where we went back is not right.
We got out of there, and she explained what happened. Some weird stuff was happening. The three people in the other area were feeling some strange things that didn't feel right. A lot of people actually took that and didn't go back, but several of us, myself included, being skeptical of that sort of thing, we went back just to see what we could hear in the locker room. And once we were back in the locker room, we decided to stay for about 30 minutes, and that would probably give us enough time to see if there were any ghosts there.
Set my alarm for 4:30 a.m.
Staying here for 30 minutes?
Oh yeah, it's in German.
You know German?
No. You don't need to know German to talk to somebody in German. Set my alarm for 4:30 a.m. And I like men. I like men. It's 4 o'clock. So, half an hour.
I think it's past my bedtime.
So get comfortable and let's hashtag start. And go.
So we've been sitting there for quite a while, mostly in silence. So obviously people are going to want to ask questions to the ghost to see if it's going to answer. So they do.
Give us a sign.
If you want us to know that it's you, try something a little louder. Maybe touch one of us.
And wouldn't you know it, the ghost decides to listen to one of the questions.
Can you tap one of the lockers? If not in this room, maybe on the other room, so that we know that it's you.
No. My hands got really cold. Like someone touched it. Like bad. Oh.
And of course, if you got a ghost touching you, you gotta know who it is. That's obviously the next question to ask. What is your name?
Tell us, what was your name? Did you answer? I didn't hear it loud enough.
And after a little while, there's no answer. It's kind of hard to keep the silence.
Let's all just sleep here.
And honestly, at one point, it seemed like we were ready to give up.
So like if nothing that ends up happening, you can at least say that you tried.
Until...
What the?
No. Somebody moved that. Right?
No.
Somebody moved that. Oh, that's scary.
There's nothing over there. There's nothing. There's no one over there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. There's no one over there.
It was that from there?
Yeah.
That's the only thing no one's sitting on.
Or that?
And if there's one of the ones sitting on it, people would have felt it.
Everybody heard it from over here?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, as you can imagine, at this point we're a little freaked out. And as some more time passes, nothing happens yet. And then, of course, the inevitable happens again.
Dalton!
Ryan, stop!
Dalton!
I heard somebody moving. I was like, okay.
And after that little shenanigan, a little bit more time passes. Nothing going on yet. You know, these kind of things need some comic relief every now and then. Even if it comes from 500 feet away outside. Now this next part gets into the most unexplainable part of this night, in my opinion.
Yeah, because the tile moves.
Yeah, it's broken.
So if you missed it, someone thought they heard one of the tiles move or something. And everybody dismissed it, including myself. It's like, oh yeah, it's a broken piece of tile. Somebody probably bumped it. So we get quiet again. We start listening for any other signs of a ghost.
All right.
What
The tile. Oh my gosh.
That was not me. I cannot reach that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm fucking slow right now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm feeling slow. I feel like there's something on me, bro.
Yeah, that tile. It was not flipped over like that. Oh my god. Holy shit. That one was not like that.
Because he was sitting here. Holy
I have goosebumps.
Oh my god. Was broken.
Take a picture.
Oh my.
Dude, I'm fucking.
Dude, let's get out of here, Josh. Snapshot.
Dude, I feel like. Dude, I can't walk.
Wait, was there somebody around this
Yes,
area?
he was sitting
Yes,
there.
no one was here.
Ryan was sitting there, but he didn't.
I was right here.
I'm fucking
That dog was right here.
And you heard it look directly behind you?
Yeah. And it wasn't like that before.
It wasn't. It was perfectly.
So yeah, make of that what you want. That is the most unexplainable thing that happened that night. After this, we left the locker room, kind of regrouped with some of the other people that were in other parts of the building, and then we decided to just 6 of us decided to go back. Nothing really happened. I'll just play a small clip from that.
Calm down.
But there's someone on the there's possible that people are screwing with us.
Am I the only one who didn't scream?
I didn't scream.
Like it startled me.
I freaked out and I curled up in a fetal position.
But yeah, honestly, I think that is probably the most freaked out I was, and everyone else was that whole time. That was just a band parent that decided to find us and knocked on a locked door and wondered why we were locked in, and we weren't. We just got in a different way, and it freaked us the heck out. That's like the thing we were expecting this whole time that never happened. Like something intense like that, like somebody banging on a freaking door, and it just turns out it was somebody looking for us. But oh, we all jumped out of our skin at that, except for apparently 1 or 2 people. So yeah, that is my scary haunted locker room story from way back in high school. I have a full audio recording, but I just picked out the most important parts just so you could get an idea of what happened. It was a little freaky. Still confuses me to this day, some of the things that happened, especially the bench moving and the tile moving. Those two no one could explain, and also maybe the door opening. I'm not sure. It could have been somebody messing with us, but those other 2 things, we were the only ones in there, and it was in a place where no one could have reached it from where we were sitting. So hopefully that was a spooky enough story for some of you guys. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And by the way, this is not my normal content. I just thought I would make this video for Halloween. If you want to see gameplay videos, that's what I typically do. So if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out some of my other videos and maybe subscribe. And make sure not to get possessed by Satan. That would be bad. And I will see you guys later. Bye.